Welcome back to the SMT YouTube channel. In today's video, we discuss what T-Mobile's been up to lately. And it's pretty clear to me that they've got a really focused agenda. And this one has to do with their company getting bigger. And in the process of getting bigger, obviously you can reach a larger amount of people, which means you can potentially get more customers, which means you generate more revenue. We like those, right? Free cash flows and all those things. Anyway, so they just closed the US Cellular piece. You've got the Lumos piece. You've got the Metronet piece. So everything from fiber to wireless, and that's pretty much it. There's other things happening, kind of low key. You've seen Spectrum acquisitions, where they buy more bandwidth for their network, and all this stuff is designed to make their network bigger, to make their network better, just to make them a better company, as they reward shareholders, long-term shareholders, for sticking around with them through the thick and the thin. And that's basically what's going on here. Now, I want to take the approach here with this title from Alan, who wrote this article a couple of days ago. It's official, T-Mobile swallows another wireless provider. Well, here's the thing. There's not a lot of wireless providers left to swallow, right? And they're all small, they're all regional, and there's definitely potential for that. We're definitely in an administration that pretty much says, hey, we'll approve your deal, just do this, and then it gets done, and it's really super easy, and there's not much resistance, and that's basically what I expect to continue. I don't think T-Mobile's done. I think they'll continue to, especially when it comes to the fiber piece, partnerships, joint ventures. They've got fiber builders now. They've acquired those assets and companies, the talent, the people, and all those things. So I don't think they're done. You're going to continue to see things. I'm not going to go to the length of cable acquisitions. You hear people talk about a Comcast and Charter merger or acquisition. I'm not going that far. It's a crazy transaction to think about, but that there's a high probability that there's more down the pipeline. And if someone had access to the information, the timeline, the tools, and the things, the meetings that have taken place in those T-Mobile boardrooms over the course of the last decade, I'm sure that there's plenty left to explore. The companies are always looking to enhance and those things. So don't be surprised if you see more of these pieces of news where you see acquisitions and mergers and whatever else within the space, namely T-Mobile, and nobody's yet to tell them no. The last administration that told T-Mobile no was back in 2010 or 11 when AT&T tried to acquire them. That was the Obama administration, and it ended up actually enabling T-Mobile more, giving them roaming access on the AT&T network. I think some spectrum, billions of dollars that went to investors and shareholders and stuff like that, as a settlement with the Department of Justice. But all full speed ahead. Nobody's telling T-Mobile anything. They could do whatever they want. They could do no wrong, and it's just full speed ahead. So expect more of the same. I don't see that environment or those conditions changing anytime soon. But what do you guys think? Is this going to change, or do you think it proceeds? And if so, what kind of assets you think they're looking for? Let me know. Drop me some comments, questions, and concerns. Welcome in the section down below. Like, share, subscribe. Check out some more videos. We'll see you guys soon on the next one.